Hey everyone, I am absolutely in love with this book. A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki dives into the relationship between reader and writer, past and present. It's part mystery, part science fiction. This book has two narrators. The first is Now, a 16-year-old Japanese American living in California when her father loses his job and they return to Tokyo. Now feels out of place in Tokyo, describing the feeling as being Californian and being adopted by Japanese parents. Not only does Now have trouble learning the language and fitting in at school and deals with being bullied, she also doesn't have a great family life. Her mother is absent for most of the time. She's working to keep a roof over the family's head. Her father was unable to secure a job in Japan and has entered a state of hikikomori, which is a state of seclusion, isolation, and depression. He attempts suicide a couple of times. As Now begins writing in a journal, she's also contemplating suicide. But first, she wants to chronicle her great grandmother's life, who is a Buddhist nun who is over 100 years old. As Now spends time with her great grandmother Jiko, she learns Buddhist meditation, more about her family history, and draws a deeper connection to Japan. The second narration in the story is a Japanese American author named Ruth living off the coast of British Columbia. And she finds this journal written by Now in a Hello Kitty lunchbox washed ashore, presumably after the tsunami hit Japan. Ruth becomes obsessed with figuring out Now's fate and the fate of her family. And as the stories unfold, they actually collide in this quantum entanglement, metaphysical way. That collision in the story might not have been perfectly set up, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. And this book is culturally significant because it describes a return narrative where immigrants return to the country of their heritage and try to assimilate. I would include this book on any list of great Asian American literature. It was masterful and beautiful and was such an ambitious piece. I love the intertwining of past and present and cultures and readers and writers. Yeah, I enjoyed this book. You guys should check it out.